Hey there. I've been doing a small account challenge for the last 2 weeks so far. My account is up $10,200, and I started with a $2,000 account 2 weeks ago. So basically, what I'm doing is day trading the most volatile stocks on the stock market. Every day, there's stocks that are gapping up because of some good news or earnings release, and I like to trade them both long and short, depending on if they're extended or if there's room for them to go up in the day. So basically, you're looking at my screen right here from importing my trades to TraderView. And this shows my first 2 weeks of trading. I'm green on 7 out of 8 days, which is really good. I am disappointed with the February 17th, last Wednesday. I wasn't in the right mindset. I traded a lot of stocks I shouldn't have. I overtraded, used too many shares, and basically just got red on the day at the start and tried to make back my losses throughout the day. I actually did come back to the green, up $600, and ended up giving it all back, being greedy. So overall, pretty happy with my performance in the small account challenge, but I did have a lapse of judgment and good mindset on Wednesday, and it cost me. So let's just go over this briefly. I recapped the first week. I had a very solid week, starting with a $2,000 account, and I believe tripled or quadrupled it just in that week alone. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, Monday last week was President's Day. Tuesday and Wednesday were basically a wash. I gave back most of my profit from Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday, I took a lot of trades, kind of overtraded, but ended up good on the day. And then Friday, I killed it on 2 stocks. I traded, let's see here, I traded JMP and VCNX. And you can see my equity curve on the day. So that was pretty nice, making $4,000. In this website here, which I import my trades, you can show either gross before commissions or net after commissions. So after commissions, let's look at this. After commissions in 2 weeks, I started with $2,003 or $4. And I've made $10,200. My account is at $12,200 something dollars. So that's really nice. I've grown my account by 600% in 8 days of trading. And I'm going to be looking this coming week to continue this nice equity curve. It's almost exponential, not really. And I've only had one losing day, so here is a screenshot of my broker website. You can see the same information basically. This is the profit or loss after commissions. So usually I have a couple $100 of commissions and fees on the day, and that's part of the business. The broker I use, which is Lightspeed right now, charges $2.50 per trade plus some ECN fees depending on the share size. And it's just part of the business. And in order to take the trades that I take, I need the really lightning fast execution times, because sometimes I'm getting in and out of stocks where 5 seconds can make a huge difference. So I'm going to go back over to here and see if we can look at some of my trades from Friday. So let's pull this up. So here's February and here's Friday. After commissions, so gross profit was $4,056 after $129 of commissions and fees, up $3,927 in 3 hours of trading. And I traded only 2 stocks. So let's pull up my biggest winner, VCNX. So I took an initial trade and made a small amount to the long, and then I ended up shorting it a couple times. And if I pull up the detail on this, I can actually see a chart of where I was buying and selling. So if you look at this chart here, you can see that I was shorting it. So this stock was gapping up. It had some it's a pharmaceutical company, and it had some positive news. So it shot up. And while it was coming up, I would consider trading it to the long, but I was in some trades on the other stock I was trading. So I just kind of set this on a different monitor and watched it come up, waiting for a signal that it was going to be weak and start coming back down. So I ended up shorting it up here near the all-time high, and I got in just in time for a whole dollar drop here from basically 950 down to 850 or so, and took all my profit on that trade, I think, most of it, and then continued to short it and take some profit as it came all the way down. Now it did continue down all the way to somewhere around 480 after I ended trading, but I wasn't willing to stick it out for the whole day. I was happy with my trading, had other things to do Friday, and just moved on with my day. It's always kind of a battle about whether internal battle, whether I should stick around and trade longer or call it a day. That's one of the things with day trading where you don't want to overtrade, and you don't want to sit and trade for so long that you're not in the best mindset. I tend to get fatigued around 2 to 3 hours of trading, so mentally fatigued. So I'm happy with how it went Friday. And that's actually one of the things on my list of key focus points for this coming week. So I'll jump right into that here. So for this coming week, I would like to focus on, especially when I'm starting the day, I only want to use a maximum of 25% of my account until I have a profit cushion on the day before I start using larger size. And that's important because I can't predict the future. You can't predict the future. No one can predict the future. So I don't know if my first trade for sure is going to be a green trade or not. And I have a strong tendency when I start out with a red trade to get in a bad mindset of trying to make back my loss and trading my P&L instead of the market and what's happening right in front of me in the market. So if I'm going to have a loss, I want it to be a small one. Sure, I wouldn't mind taking a huge winner right off the bat, but I'd rather start small, build up a profit cushion, and then start swinging for home run trades once I have a safety net to fall back on and maybe give back some of if I have to in a losing trade with my full account or large size. And I'm trading with $12,200 now. 2 weeks ago, I was trading with $2,000. So that's a considerable difference in size and how much money I can make or lose in a matter of seconds. The next thing I'm going to focus on is being extra selective in terms of which stocks I'm trading, and also my entries. I don't want to be trading stocks that I don't know everything about. If I don't know its float, I don't know the volume on the day, I don't know what sector, I don't know what a potential catalyst is, what news is driving it. I want to find all those things out before I take a trade, unless I look at something that's just hitting the scanner and it looks really good. So I'm going to be very selective. Also, I haven't always been taking some profit after an initial move. I have been holding full positions for an extended amount of time. I do want to kind of adjust that a little bit and take more profit early on. Sure, I might not make as much money in the long run on an individual trade if it works well for me. However, I'm not always right, and trades that make a move and then come back, I don't want to have a loss on those trades. I want to at least break even, and taking profit after that first initial move really is an insurance policy where I can get out of the trade and not lose a bunch of money on it. So with that said, if I do have a trade that's not going in my direction, the next thing I really want to pay attention to is I want to stop out as soon as I can when stocks aren't moving in my direction. I don't want to hold them up for a $0.50 or a whole dollar. I can always get back in. Commissions aren't that expensive, and I would rather do that than hold and hope when a stock is going against me. And as I mentioned earlier, the last thing that I'm thinking about right now that I'm going to be focusing on is not trading all day. Both Wednesday, when I lost 1,400 here, and Thursday, where I made 1,800, I traded the whole day from an hour or two before the market opened and pre-market all the way until the market closed. The very second the market closed, I was getting out of my last position. Both of those days, I think. For sure on Thursday, Wednesday, it might have been a little bit earlier. Either way, I only want to be trading for a couple hours a day, not the whole day. So I'm in Alaska here. The market opens at 5:30 a.m. and I want to be done by 8:30 and go have a full day doing other things. So that pretty much wraps it up for this recap of the second week of my small account challenge. Started with $2,000 2 weeks ago. I'm seeing how quickly I can grow this account to $25,000 while managing my risk. So we'll see what week 3 has in store, and I will be back at it in a couple hours for pre-market at 3 or 4 a.m. Alaska time. Just an update on live streaming. I was working with a IT guy today to try and get that set up. There's a few minor things we're trying to work around, but I will certainly do my best to be live streaming by maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll see you in my next video.